How's it going, my dudes? It is your dude, Feanturi. I feel so stupid doing that, but it's fun. It's really fun to do. Behind the window seat desk in the middle of the classroom, a chair rattles as its occupant turns to face me. My immediate impression of the girl is she doesn't appear particularly friendly. Is it just because of the face here? Is it because of the angry I'm better than everyone face? Yo, I guess that's a proper response. My get away here. Care. While it might not be the most polite first greeting, I call casually as I approach in order to demonstrate my lack of malicious intent. Sakaki Yumiko, right? Her expression doesn't change. Do you just like alone time? I can get that. Sitting on the chair, absolutely stock still, she stares fixedly at me. I'm Kazumi Yuji. I'm a new student here as of today. I come to a halt in front of her desk. Oh wow, she does not look happy. So I'll be your classmate as well, it seems. Pulling out a chair from a desk in front of her, I sit down. At the moment, we are about to... Oh, okay, we're about a meter apart. Her, ... 6 dots. Nonetheless, the woman stares at me so tensely that she becomes to be forgetting to breathe. Rather than staring, her expression could probably be more accurately described as glaring. Same thing to me. I wasn't able to introduce myself in the morning. Heard you probably be around in the evening. I keep talking regardless, but no response is forthcoming. Maybe she's got a psychological problem with men, like Machina? That would suck. But then again, she didn't try to run when I approached her. She might just hate you and everyone. Like she has a people problem. I changed my position on the seat to face her directly. Straddling the chair, I lean forward slightly. The motion has closed in the 1 meter gap between us to about 70 centimeters. So you moved like 30 centimeters. I'd like to be at least confirm your identity. Oh, she does a hair flip and leaves. Hey! As if it declared a refusal to acknowledge my existence, the woman stands from her seat and briskly moves to exit the classroom. About Elisa responding to me, I follow her immediately. The woman opens the classroom's rear door just enough for one person to pass and tries to slip her way outside. Hey! Calling out again, try to follow her through that gap. Ooh, she shut it on you. In that moment, the woman forcefully slams the door shut. She clearly closed it knowing full well I was trying to follow. Oh, you care that you actually fucking did it, but you did it on purpose. Her expression betrays her surprise. Maybe she'd been expecting me to get my hand caught in the door or back up from having slammed in my face. Instead, the door she attempted to slide closed is firmly held open by my hand, and the outcome she apparently hadn't been prepared for. You could have broken my hand, you know that. Oh wow. That's cool. Although she's one of those who are trying to shatter my fingers, she's glaring at me like I'm the bad guy. What exactly did I do to deserve this from someone I've just met? By being a person and talking to her. I'm just looking for an introduction. Opening the half-shut door, I take a step forward. She doesn't back down. Oh! Oh, okay. Quite the greeting. I stop the motion from her hand about 5 centimeters before its target, your cheek. It's the most efficient block, but for the purpose of diffusing her reckless hostility, easily comprehensible action seems necessary. I was expecting something of the sort, but you favor the classic slap to the face, I see. Maintaining my grasp of the woman's wrist, I stare her down at short range. As for the woman, she's staring right back, her eyes open wide, with shock completely... Are you so shocked? Well then, let me ask you again. Oh, it's got like this little cute music on. The strong orange glow in the evening sun illuminates the class. Is this the person you want me to go for, game? Is this like the ideal woman? Are you Sakaki Yumiko? Oh, she blushes. Her expression hostile as ever, the woman slowly opens her mouth. With an air of slight resignation, but clearly unwavering in her refusal of any relation with me, she speaks. What if I am? Oh wait, is this the girl that talks to you like you save? Give me a second. Give me a second. That's not what I want. Okay, I got the voice now. I know what she sounds like. Okay, good. Nice to meet you. As the evening fell behind a cloud, they're really trying to get me to go for this girl, I can tell, but it's not gonna happen. I'm going after the tsundere. The light dimmed and the classroom filled with the fake one. The one that's acting to be one. She seems like a real one. With the sound of Yumiko's breath at the faint roar of the waves from behind the walls, the curtain was raised on my normal student life. That's so cool though, like that was a really long prologue. The period of I feel so bad for you guys. Alright, the period of the school day before class begins is fundamentally blank, meaningless time. They say it's always best to arrive 20 minutes early, but preparing for a class takes 60 seconds at most. After that, there's not much to do other than wander around awkwardly. Still, I've always imagined school life as a fairly relaxed experience, a part of me actually wondering if a little aimless downtime might be enjoyable in its way. But unfortunately... Yuji? What? Again? Oh. She's got a knife. She's got a knife. That slightly pitiful fantasy was shattered all too quickly. Of course I'm not going to break a sweat from any attack of Yumiko's, but... Oh my god, man, you're a baddie. But being slashed with a blade isn't the kind of pleasant breather I had in mind. How did you dodge that? Oh my god. I guess she thought it in particularly well-timed attack, judging from the shocked gaze she directed at me as she catches her breath. Of course, given that conspicuous clicking sound and her painfully audible footsteps, she might as well have been screaming, "Here I come," but time moves at half speed in my immediate vicinity. You're such a smartass, I love it. Giving a straight answer would be a pain, so I pull something out of my ass. What? No way! Oh, you bought it? Yeah, I'm a time traveler. I knew what you were doing. Yeah, I'm just screwing with you. She must have a power or something, or really gullible. Make a fool of me, will you? You'll pay for that. Maybe it's just me, but I think you're trying to stab your classmate is somewhat worse. Yeah, it is. This woman's copy of the criminal code seems to be missing a page on attempted murder. Alright, cool. At least he understands. But judging from the way she momentarily bought my nonsense, she's unexpectedly airheaded, maybe a bit naive would be a nicer way to put it. That's not cool. There's only 6 of us here, it would be harder to forget. Still glaring at my direction, Yumiko retracts the blade from her box cutter and snorting in displeasure leaves me with a flutter of her skirt. Didn't take for you to land yourself in a mess, huh, Yuji-kun? Yeah, no it didn't. Not at all. When I return to the classroom, Amane strikes up a conversation. Hello. I guess the story of the knife assault in question has already spread around. There's only 6 of you. This dude. I guess the story, oh yeah, I already read that. It's not like she's doing me any harm, but I can't say I'm enjoying this. Do I get to do a decision? Aw. In our first encounter, I approached the stubbornly silent Yumiko in a physical sense. The outcome was initial act of rejection. In part, that might have been the result of my own heightened wariness. Sachi's heavy hand foreshadowing put me on guard, and I have a tendency not to trust someone I'm meeting for the first time. At that time, Wavo certainly felt animosity from her, it wasn't so intense as to discourage me from approaching. That's definitely the person that this game wants me to go for. However, for our second encounter on, Yumiko barely opened hostility towards me. What's worse, apparently having come to the conclusion that she wasn't a match for me barehanded, she's been swinging around a box cutter of all things. According to Amane, it seems that Yumiko has something of a habit of brandishing retractable knives at people. Don't say it that calmly, as if it's just, she likes to stab people. Just keep your eye out and hopefully you don't get punctured. Of course, her goal is usually more intimidation than anything else, but speaking of the target this time, I can't sense there's a part of her that's seriously trying to stab me. It's not the best feeling in the world. I'd really prefer to avoid that kind of recognition, so would I. Didn't notice. I'm pretty perceptive when it comes to when my life's in danger, but I don't really feel that the level of threat from Yumiko. Is that a flag? My master did say I was exceptionally unskilled in that department. At any rate, I want to do something about Yumiko's aggression and rejection of me. Why? For that purpose, I'll need to talk to someone familiar with her circumstances. Are you the principal, the teacher, and the nurse? We'll find out. Tune in next week. With the attendance book in her hand, as usual, our carefree principal appears. I guess Shizuru is the only one I can ask. In conclusion, Yumiko seems to hate me with a passion. Putting Saki-san aside, I think I can... Oh, let's hear it then. Got it. Indifference to your feelings, no matter how much I think you are lazying around. I'll keep it quietly buried in my heart from now on. Good enough. Dude, you suck. What do you want from me? Spare me the vague complaints. What's your pleasure? Do you have any idea? The principal, cup in hand, lowers herself across from the sofa I'm reclining in. This place just opened recently, right? Oh wow, a year ago? That's like nothing in school time. I see. What does that have to do with her rejecting me? Before responding to my question, she takes a sip of her coffee from the cup in her hand. Oh, okay, she's probably doing this. Well. It's frightening to have an intruder enter your territory. Frightening? Absolutely. Hold up. And now there's... Oh, okay, just one. Okay, Principal Tachibana takes a pen in her hand and jabs it towards me and emphasizing her point. Therefore, she's... Hazing, isn't it? A bit of bullying comes with being a fresh recruit, but I didn't expect the same here. Apparently unconvinced by the idea of Sakaki stealing my lunch money, Principal Tachibana hides a snort of laughter behind her hand. She tried to stab me! You're just taking it lightly. Although certainly amused by considering the balance of our physical strength, I don't see how I can manage a decent student life at this rate. I'm honored to have you provided a moment of your amusement for our perpetually overworked principal, but I came here hoping to have a path towards overcoming this challenge, illuminated by your educational guidance. Wow, way to kiss ass. Cranky from beginning to end, ultimately the principal didn't provide me with any useful advice. This is what school is like, so figured out yourself. A normal school life means a few problems like this, not stabbing. I do have to admit, she managed to dodge the issue reasonably well with that last line. In any case, since she didn't have any clear answer for me, I'm left with no choice but to do as she says to try to work on this overtime. It's not really my style to go with the flow like this, but if that's the proposal of my educational guide, there's no helping it. Dang. She's trying hard. Look how your hands are in your pocket. It looks like a sparring match at this point. More like a drill instructor playing with a fresh recruit. It was all a flutter at first, but I can't muster the slightest concern anymore. Result of going with the flow, Yumiko's attacks have been continuing without any particular change to date. It's Yuji's fault for playing along. Look, you could quit it already. Her movements thrown off by a sudden sidestep, Yumiko staggers unsteadily. She tries desperately to regain her balance, resulting in a ridiculous pose in strong contrast with her usually haughty demeanor. That's so weird. Michiro lets out an involuntary giggle at the spectacle. She's instantly pierced by Yumiko's fierce glare. What a wimp. Ignoring Michiro, she cowers behind her desk. Yumiko storms out of the classroom in a towering rage. Do I get to make a choice at all? Like I passed the prologue. There she goes. It feels like we've been watching returns for a while now. Oh, reruns. So scary, what's with that glare? I can't even move when she does that. You're just living off this drama. Scenes like this one are very familiar to me by now. With the exception of Michiro, everyone seems perfectly calm. Even if this little routine doesn't bother them as a directly concerned party, it's problematic. Hey, Amane. In response to my call, she points herself with her index finger, silently asking me. Oh, okay. When I nod, she approaches in the usual pointless, sexy way. Feel that play fighting with Saki-san? I'm sorry. Do you usually want me to treat you like a sex worker? Okay. I'll be sure to keep that offer in mind, but that's not what I need today. Okay. You've known her, Yumiko, for a long time, right? Any ideas about the reason why she's rejecting me this intensely? Certainly, Yumiko seems to... I didn't know those were my thoughts, just because you've known each other for a while. I guess I'll have to find a solution myself after all. Thanks anyway, let me know if anything comes to mind. With those words, I move to exit the classroom. Yumiko's rejection continues to take this form. I'll have no choice but to ask the principal for advice again. I'll open the door and preparing to leave. Maybe she doesn't see you as one of us. I stop at the sound of Amine's voice. She's saying the same things as the principal, huh? Does it feel that way to you as well, Amane? Well, I mean, you did offer sex to me, so... It's all a little hard to take that seriously given the flow of this conversation. Okay, do I get to talk to her? I return to the dorm and wander the hallways without any particular objective. Comparing to shutting myself up alone in the room, it's easier to gather my thoughts. One of the group, huh? I recall Mane's parting words. Easy for her to say, but actually getting that island of a human being to recognize me as a friend seems next to impossible. Or maybe. First of all, we're not even speaking terms yet. Okay. Oh, this late already? Well, it's orange everywhere. The sun is sinking below the window frame, casting shadows. About time for me to return to my room. Guess I'll try talking to her tomorrow. Scratching my head as I turn toward my bedroom. The sound of my slippers echo roughly in the hallway. Yumiko might have her own seat of the internal rules since she hasn't tried to attack me even once while she's inside the dorm. I thought I was particularly off my guard as a result of that assumption. Rather, it was probably because it happened at this particular time of day. Or so I would reflect to myself later. Even in the hallway, dormitory lit by the setting sun, at the flash of thrusting light I react instinctively and grab her arm firmly. With an arm captured, Yumiko's face stiffens. The box cutter blade still extended rattles around at her feet, turning in circles around the handle. Trying for the elements of surprise, Yumiko's expression changes from shock to fear. That's what tips me off that I'm not wearing my peaceful face. Sorry, that came out of nowhere, so I couldn't hold back. I didn't want to frighten her. I thought I could play the normal student. I wanted to convince myself that I could. Look, Yumiko, still gripping her arm, looked her in her eyes and speak. I'm not your enemy. Yumiko's expression betrays uncertainty for the moment. But just as quickly it seems, it settles back into her customary mask. But it doesn't look like you're convinced of that yet, so let me say one thing. Releasing her arm to pick up the box cutter lying in front of her. Carefully retracting the blade, I hold it back out to Yumiko. I won't cause you harm, and I won't pry into your business either. That's a promise, so stop this. It's pointless. Observe me and reach your own conclusion. If I'm lying, you can always try stabbing me again. Stumbling, Yumiko retreat a single step. Bye. Turning around to return to my room. Normally, Yumiko would seize such a chance to attack, but something's different now. Her elongated shadow is still in the hallway, is silent except for the small sound of her breathing. I just wanna have a dialogue choice, you know? After that day, Yumiko's attacks came to an abrupt halt. Hopefully I can use this as an opportunity to slightly improve our relationship. I wouldn't keep Brian, but let's see. I'm trying to live a normal campus life, so it would be nice to minimize the number of classmates who want me dead. Well, it's only one. Hey, that looks good on you. Yo! As usual, to call Yumiko's behavior when we came across each other curt would be the understatement. But at the very least, judging from this clearly different way she's looking at me, her observation period seems to be ongoing. Yeah, ask away. I'll answer unless you want to know my weakness. What a shame. Come up with something else. She occasionally talks to me like this, but instead of friendly chats about our lunch plans, we have investigative inquiries and careful negotiations. Even so, I suppose there's a considerable improvement over the outright bloodshed. Okay. Is that your idea of a social interaction between classmates? Yet. I'm taking that yet. She's trying to. She's trying. Right then, I open my hands in exaggerated American-style shrug. Oh, American-style. Oh wow, it's been a long while. Well, good luck to you, Yumiko. I think it's time to leave before she starts probing any further. Seems like she's hung up on that point. After those events, I've been intentionally addressing Yumiko by her first name. The family name would actually be more appropriate here, but I've got a bit of a reason for doing this. Just a human who's been referring to me, but nothing as you. So you're saying as classmates we should both use last names? Yumiko's expression clearly reads, oh crap! Isn't that the starting point for building a cordial relationship? Alright, in that case I'll take your friendship to the next level by making it a pleasant nickname for you. Dude, not to worry, you can do the same for... He takes out the box knife. It might be a little early for that, so I propose starting with last names. Yumiko hesitates briefly before long. She opens her mouth stiffly and in a tight voice. Well, that worked. After speaking those words with a cramped attempt at smile, she stalks off. Yep, best regards, Sakaki. Alright guys, I'm ending the video here. This is a long video again, I apologize. I'm just having too much fun in this game. So, leave a like if you guys enjoyed the episode. And comment on what you think of this new character. I think she's crazy. I'm pretty sure the game is not going to give me a choice but to have her be my love partner. I have no idea. But I'll see you guys on the next one.
Lightning strikes by my window, hits my chest right in the morning, like a warning. Could have slept here for days. I felt your heartbeat, felt your mouth breathe, but it's not real. We were close to see the sun, but clouds got in our way, and so in the morning, like a warning. Could have slept here for days. I felt your heartbeat, felt your mouth breathe, but it's not real. We were close to see the sun, but clouds got in our way, and so lightning strikes by my window, hits my chest right in the morning.